Hello everybody, my name is Vishnu Maurya and today I am going to teach some basic commands of Linux. So I am going to use Backtrack 5, which is a Linux distribution. You can use Fedora, Ubuntu and Red Hat Linux or whatever, any Linux distribution. For this purpose I am going to use Backtrack. So first of all open the terminal and the first command is like date. If you want to know current date, then we have to type date and press enter. Here is my date, April 7 and Tuesday. If I want to use the calendar to check the date, so simply press cal and then press enter. This shows us the calendar. Like today is 7, so 7 is highlighted here. If I want to check who is online on the system currently, so we have to press simply W and press enter. This shows the TTY terminals which is currently online on my system. If we want to use who am I, it means we want to check which user is currently logged in the system. So for this purpose type who am I. It provides the information of current logged in user. Like so it shows root, I am the root user of this system. If you want to know information of any user, then simply type finger then the username. Here it shows the finger is not installed. To install the fingers, I have to simply type apt/get install. By this process we can install the finger package, and after that we can know the information of any user by typing finger, press space and then username. Here it is currently installing the finger package. So it will take a long time, so I'm going to disconnect it. This is the process how can you install the finger package. Now I am going to check the OS name. Simply press uname. It is a Linux system, and if you want to the kernel information, then type uname -a, which gives us the kernel information, which is 86/64 GNU Linux. Df command is used to find out the disk uses. If we press df, then it shows the disk and their uses, like AUFS directory has 1% use and dev is currently 100% and rest of file is 1% and 0% in use. So after the df we are going to use the du command. Basically it shows the directory space and their uses. This is they all are the directory in my system and their uses. After this we can use the free command. Basically free command is used to show memory and swap uses. So simply this is my memory uses and this is my swap uses. Like this is free space, this is used space and this is total space. By this way we can use the memory and all the memory related information. And now we are going to use working on directory and files. So simply we have to list all the directory in our system. We have to press ls, which listed all the directory in currently on my system. The first directory is ASD and the second is desktop. In Linux system all files are directories. After this we can use ls-al. Basically the usage of -al is it shows all the hidden files in the system. In Linux the file name which is start with a dot is basically a hidden file. So to display all these files we have to use -al with ls. So press enter. It shows all the hidden files in my system like aptitude, ASD, .cas. Please notice that these all files are start with dot, which is basically a hidden files. After this, we are going to use ls hyphen lt. Hyphen lt is used to display the file according to their modification time. So I have only two directories and their modification time and their file permissions also. So if you want to change the directory, simply press cd and the directory name. Like I already told you that in Linux, desktop is also a directory. So simply press cd desktop and we can now enter in the desktop directory. And now in desktop, so if I want to create a directory, then press mkdir and the directory name. Suppose test, directory name is test. Now you can see that test is created here. After this test file, we are going to create a, after this test directory, we are going to create a file in this test directory. Initially it is empty. Here it is no file. It is empty. Now we are going to create a file inside this test directory. So simply navigate to cd test and he create a file. For creation of file, we can use the nano or touch or any text editor. So in my case, I'm going to use touch and the file name. Suppose test1. Now we can check here it is created or not created. So simply press ls here, which shows that here test1 file is already created. Now we can check it by graphically. Here it is a test1 file which is initially empty now. So we are going to fill some information in this test file. So copy and paste anything from. Save this file and exit. To display all the content which I had written in this test1 file, we can use cat or touch. Touch is basically used to display the content in the file. If the file is not present there, then file is first created. So we can use touch. Now we can use cat also. So I'm going to use cat and file name test1. This is the content of the file, test file. If I want to use display the top 10 lines of the file, then I can use head test1. Sorry, we have to type HEAD head, then test1. This is the top 10 lines of the my test1 file, and we can in the similar way we can display the bottom 10 last 10 lines. So we have to use tail here to display the bottom lines. They are basically the last 10 lines. If we want to remove a file, then we can use rm command. Then press rm and the file name. Suppose in my case it is test1. Now we will check it is removed or not. So press ls command to display. Here is no file. Nothing displayed here. So we are going to check it graphically. It is here or not. So it is deleted from here. And now we are going to use this directory which is called test. Uh, we are going to delete this directory. For this purpose we can use rm -r space directory name which is test. If we want to delete some directory forcefully, then we can use f with r. F stands for forcefully, and press enter. Now we can use ls. Rm. First of all we have to go to cd desktop. Now we are in the desktop directory, and now here we are going to use the rm command to delete the test directory. So simply press rm -r, then the directory name which is test here. So it is deleted from here. This is the basically basic commands of file: to create a file, to display the file, and to delete a directory. And if you want to know present working directory, then we can also press pwd in which directory I'm currently working. So simply press pwd. I am currently working in desktop. We can also copy one file content of to another file. For this purpose we can use cp command. So we are going to check this command. First of all, to create a copy a content of one file into another, we have to create a two files. So we are going to create touch file 1. It is created. Now we are going to create touch file 2. The both files are created. Now put some content in these files. I am here type boy. Now we are going to copy the content of one file into another. Type cp file 1 and file 2. By this way we can copy the content of file 1 into file 2. Let's check it. Simply display file 2 by pressing touch file 2. The content of file 1 is created, copied here. By this way we usually we have copied the content of file 1 into file 2, and the content of file 2 has been removed, which is basically overridden content. So this is basically a file system. And after that we are going to check some process information. To check any process information, we can type ps. It displays currently working process, which process is currently working in my system. So they are these process, PID 2376 and bash, which is a terminal, my terminal. And if you want to list all the process which is currently running, so we can type top. It displays all the currently running process. To exit from this command we have to press Ctrl C. So they are the running process at particular instant of time. If we want to kill any process, then we have to type kill, and we have to type their process ID. Suppose uh, type any 18, kill 18. The process ID 18 is has been killed. So this is basically basic Linux command. In next tutorial we are going to learn about file system permissions on file system. So stay tuned and watch my video. Thanks.